There's a brand new star up in heaven tonight, shining down on us, glorious and bright.
The iconic country and gospel vocal quartet, the Oak Ridge Boys, have had enduring success and acclaim for more than 40 years, winning 5 Grammys and being inducted into both the Country and Gospel Music Hall of Fame. And I'm so honored to sit down with you all today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me. And you brought a friend. Who'd you bring?
He's a good friend of ours. This is J.D. Shelburne. He's a new young artist. He's just 36, and look how good he looks. he sings good, too.
Oh, well, that's good. That's important, right?
He's an up-and-coming player. We've become friends, and we just thought we'd bring him in here with us today.
I heard you were called an honorary Oak, so what does that mean to you?
It's amazing.
We needed a center for our basketball team. He's tall.
That means he's a Kentucky boy. He knows all about basketball.
Yes.
So
Yes, you'll be blue.
yeah, we needed the center.
Well, you guys have been singing for decades, and your success continues. So tell me the secret. What is the secret to your lasting success?
Well, we love what we're doing, first of all. And we've been together long enough that we've got over our little bitty skirmishes that you get between husband and wife. We have that same kind of thing. We're closer than a marriage, really, in many ways. We're together over 150 show dates a year and probably another 25 travel days a year, every year.
The Oak Ridge Boys are going to come right around over here and they're going to sing their heart out for you, because if anybody can do it, brother, they can. God bless you, boys. I love you. I heard about it from a friend of mine. He said
We've lived long enough and been in the business long enough to know how to appreciate the good things and how to discount those things that are not so good, and how to put them aside and to concentrate on what makes us tick. And that's the harmony that we have. We're all different. We have different voices. We have different timbre in our voices. But when you put us all together, there's the Oak Ridge Boys sound.
There's a bigger picture to that, isn't there, beyond singing?
Yeah, there is a big, I usually say something in our Christmas show that people enjoy hearing. It's good to sing in harmony, but it's better to live in harmony. And if you live in harmony, that harmony itself is so much sweeter.
I want to ask you a little bit about your history, and I'm really fascinated by the turn that you took from gospel to country, because I think you probably received a lot of backlash for that. But just tell me about that decision. It was so iconic for all of you.
Well, it's kind of old news now, but in the mid-'70s, we weren't really doing as well. We had been one of the top gospel quartets in the business. And then all that was kind of going away because we kept moving forward and that business kept moving backwards. So we just kept moving forward. And we felt we had a group that was capable of doing big-time country commercial music. And we just stayed the course. We suffered for a couple of years, yeah. There was backlash, there was gray years, there was years of not making any money, you know, trying to make ends meet. But we ran into different people along the way, like you always do, that were there for us. I think of Johnny Cash, I think of Jimmy Dean, I think of Roy Clark, I think of Mel Tillis. A lot of people that gave us a helping hand. And our manager, Jim Halsey, in 1975 put us on a few big country shows and said, boys, you're 3 minutes away from being a major act. With that show you've got, you need a hit. Let's work on getting you one. And that was how it all began, and we had our first hit. In 1977, Y'all Come Back Saloon. J.D. wasn't born yet. 82. Well, he was born during Bobby Sue. But yeah, you know, it's people along the way. I think everybody, God puts people in your pathways, and if you're open-minded and your heart is open, then you recognize that those people are there for you. And I think that happens with everybody in every walk of life. We just have to keep our minds and hearts open.
That's a good word. You know, you've all been so open about how faith has kind of underscored the group and kept you all strong. Richard, I want to ask you, how has faith kept you strong over these years?
Well, you know, I think it's very important to all of us, not just me personally. I don't think there would be an Oak Ridge Boys today if it wasn't for the faith that we have in the good Lord above, you know, and I think we were all raised in Christian homes. Our parents all taught us right from wrong, and that, you know, as the Bible says, when you become older and that sort of thing carries over into your adult life. So that it has, you know, for all the Oak Ridge Boys, and like I say, faith is very, very important, all 4 of us.
How have you not kind of fallen off that cliff that so many people do with addiction and all the different pitfalls of being in show business?
Well, you know, every day is a learning experience, and sometimes I've gotten into ditches before, so, but you know, every day it actually has its own memories, I feel like. And, you know, we go to a town, it may be we were there the last year or whatever, but it seems like every time you're back somewhere, there's always something different about being there, whether it's the weather or whatever. But, you know, they all have their individual memories. So, but I think the people is what keeps the Oak Ridge Boys going, and the enthusiasm for the different generations of people that come to our show, because what we find is there's families, there's grandparents, there's parents, and then there's kids and great-grandkids, and so we have all those people coming to our shows. And so for us, I feel like we're all fortunate and blessed. And for that, we're very grateful for all of our blessings.
Well, we're so grateful for all that you've given us and to music. Thanks so much for stopping by and chatting with us.
There's a peace in my heart, finding